Hey you guys, it's Casey. I am going to do a what I've been warming video so you guys can get a sense of some things that I've been warming. So I make these videos because I want you guys to know my impressions of things and just the performance of some of our waxes. And also some of these things might not be available right now. Some are coming available. Some might be things that you can still add to a Scentsy Club, and some things are still available. So it's just kind of a hodgepodge right now. So the first thing that I melted is Caramel Apple Craze, and this one is available right now. So I had never warmed it before. This is the first time. Okay, so for me, I loved this. This was a red colored wax, which you guys know, like I love it when the color of the front is different than the color of the wax. So this one smelled like red apple, like juicy red apple, and then like caramel notes. Charlotte knew what it was like the minute she walked in the house. She goes, "It smells like caramel apples." And she's not much of a bakery person. What's great about this is that the caramel does kind of burn off a little, and then you just are kind of left with a really sweet, juicy apple, which is like her jam. But I like it with the caramel or without. It's very good. Let me tell you what Scentsy says about it. Let's see. I would think that it was going to be in the bakery, but obviously I don't know, so maybe it's in the fruity. Yes, fruity. So it says creamy golden caramel, sweet red delicious apples, and whipped vanilla. And guys, this is a good one. It's a great performer. It lasted a solid 2 days for me, and the apple is very prominent, very nice. So I recommend this one. I wanted to compare that to this. This is a Walmart wax, and it's fresh orchard apples. And I was trying to like ease my spirits because I didn't get the Johnny Appleseed bricks. So I thought, okay, well maybe Walmart wax will work. No, Walmart wax didn't work for me on this. It smells like apples. I mean, and it's a nice apple smell, but there's no depth. Like I want sort of, Johnny Appleseed has apples and pears, and I wanted some like different notes. And this was just kind of straight up apple, and kind of, it wasn't artificial apple, but it just didn't smell like authentic apple either, right? So it didn't smell like sweet tart apple or Laffy Taffy apple, but it didn't smell like, you know, biting into an apple. This one really does smell like a red apple. This one smells like a red apple, but like if you were trying to create a red apple smell more than just like the real peel and flesh of an apple. So, yeah, anyway, okay. So Hemingway. So Hemingway is a bring back my bar. And so I tried it, and there are some people that love this. I am not one of them. So this is like an apple scent, but it's like really masculine smelling and kind of woody smelling. And like, it reminds me of like if you have like an old guy and he's like shut up in his house with like old newspapers and tobacco smoke, and like doesn't have a lot of like light streaming in, or like old library smell kind of. It's not good. Lots of people love this. It's definitely a fall scent for me. It came out in the summer, bring back my bar, but it's definitely woody and it's definitely appley, but this would not be a repurchase for me. Then I melted Blue Christmas, and the reason I melted this is because in November there is going to be a brick event, and they are bringing a brick of Blue Christmas, and so I wanted to see if I like it. I mean I've smelled it before, but I like needed to remind myself. So I don't have the notes for this, but so Blue Christmas does not smell like Christmas to me at all. It's not like a Christmassy scent. It's a pretty wax, it's blue. But okay, so for me, Blue Christmas smells like fresh air. It doesn't really, for me, have like a fir or cedar or pine note. I know that probably in the description it'll say something like this. To me, it's kind of like shaving cream, like man shaving cream, like in the pump with like just foam, you know, not like the new Gillette, the best a man can get situation, like, but just like that kind of shaving cream smell. And like fresh air. And I guess in the back there's like a woody note. So this is all right. I have to decide if I like really want an entire brick of this. It smells good. It's a decent performer. I did it in my bedroom. I've done this in my living room before, and it does get a little bit lost. Like you can kind of smell the shaving cream note for me. That's what I'm calling it. But it's not a powerhouse performer. So it's okay. I'm still deciding. Then this, okay, apple butter frosting. Now it did melt, like make my clam a little yellow. I don't care about that, but apple butter frosting is awesome. I don't know if I've melted this before. I think I have, but I didn't remember loving it. Like I love it. Like I even went to my Scentsy Club because I thought, oh, this is amazing. This must be in bricks. It's not in bricks, but it should be. Scentsy, make this in bricks. I would buy a brick of this without hesitation. Blue Christmas, this for sure. I'm buying a brick. Find this, get it, love it. So on this, like I was afraid it was just gonna be like kind of on cold. I was afraid it was gonna be just mostly like vanilla icing smell and with some like cinnamon in it, or like too close to baked apple pie for me to be like, well, what's the big difference? But no, you can definitely smell the apple. And there's like a creamy vanilla frosting. It's an excellent performer. Like I put this upstairs in all of the warmers upstairs that I could. And I loved going up there. It was like sweet, homey, beautiful smell. I loved it. And I'm definitely buying more. Like this could mix with a ton of things. This could mix with any fruit scent, I think. I mean, this, oh, like this and this, I think would be good. Caramel apple craze and apple butter frosting, I think would be really good. But this is, oh, girl, get you some. Or guy, if you're watching me, you're a guy. So it is bakery. I was gonna say, I think it's bakery. So this says a heartwarming medley of cinnamon, spiced apples, and vanilla buttercream. Oh, and it's, the thing that I just loved about it is I was afraid, like, is this really gonna be something I want my house to smell like? Is it even gonna be a strong performer? Am I gonna even be able to smell the apples, or is it just gonna be cinnamon and vanilla? No, you can smell the apples and it's beautiful. So yes, 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 yes. Okay, what else have I warmed here? So I warmed Bright Cider Life. I don't have the scent notes for this one because it's in the like new collection or whatever, the gorgeous wax collection, which is still available. And you guys should try it if you haven't. I mean, it's pretty decent. So I loved this. Like I put it in my Scentsy Club. So let me tell you. You can smell apples, but that cider note is so good. Like it almost is fizz. Like I can't really smell fizz, but this is like bright, like that, you know, like effervescentness can be bright. It's like a bright smell. And it changes so much. Like when I first put it in, I was like, oh, it's so good. But then I like a couple hours later, it smells a little bit different. Like more of the apple comes out. And, but I'm gonna be really real with you guys. Okay, so I put it on in my Scentsy Club. I love this. And I will like go to the mat for that. But my husband, I put this in, like I don't tell him when I'm changing the wax because he always complains. So I put it in. And like a few hours later, he goes, what's that smell? And I'm like, oh yeah, I changed the wax. It's like really, it's Bright Cider Life. Doesn't it smell good? And he goes, I think it smells like throw up. okay, I don't smell throw up at all. Like I used to use this laundry detergent, Persil, and some people said that they felt like it smelled like throw up. I never felt like that. He never said that. But this doesn't have any notes that would make me think of that. But I'm just warning you guys in case like your nose is weird, because his obviously is, that this for him was like too like sickening sweet and he didn't like it. Don't tell him, but I'm gonna leave it in my Scentsy Club and I'm gonna burn it, melt it, like, you know, in a month or so, and see if he still smells that. Because sometimes he is like, he complains because he doesn't like wax or something, but or like if he like has allergies, he thinks it's my wax, and I'm like, yeah, it couldn't be that the cedar or the mold is too high. It has to be the wax in the house. So anyway, I like this, and I'm gonna say if you have my nose, you will probably like this too. So if you like honey pear cider, you will like this. If you like, gosh, it's like apples. I love the apples. I am team apple. Like everything is pumpkin, and I just love the apples. So, I mean, if you like Johnny Appleseed, you'd probably like this, except for it does definitely have cinnamon, like spicy notes in it. Oh, but it's really good. So I'm keeping it in my club. Don't tell him. So I've been melting that as well. I like to tell you guys like the truth about me. So like I've bought Walmart wax and I'm kind of trying to get through it. So this one was really popular, Marshmallow Crispies. Okay, so this smells like Fruit Loops, like a bowl of Fruit Loops. Like that's all it smells like is Fruit Loops, which I think is amazing. I only put 3 cubes upstairs in my kids' rooms, and they like turned off their warmers. They were like, oh no, we don't want this. We don't like this smell. And I'm like, oh my God, I thought that they would totally be into like Fruit Loop smell, but it's like lemony. You know, like Fruit Loops kind of smells fruity, lemony, like lemon forward. That's what I smell. And it's like, it's a powerhouse. It's super strong. Like I can smell it downstairs when I put it in their warmers. And I was like, oh, it's so nice and kind of like bright and pretty. And, you know, Fruit Loops. No, they turned it off and said like, we need to pick out some new wax. And my kids usually don't turn off their warmers. Like they like smells. They're not like my husband, but this one they turned off and they were like, no, nope. Scentsy does not have a Fruit Loop smell. So there's not anything that's like this, but if you want something lemony, coconut lemongrass for Scentsy is really good. Squeeze the Day is really good. And they do like Squeeze the Day, which doesn't smell like Fruit Loops, but is lemony because it has like a vanilla finish and some sugary crystals or whatever. So, I would recommend this, but my kids would not. So, and then the last thing that I've warmed is more Jack's Obsession. I warmed 2 more cubes. I really like Jack's Obsession. It is green apple, and on cold you smell a little bit of cinnamon. On warm I smell mostly green apple with a little cinnamon, but not too much. But people like rave over this. I think it's a true apple smell. It doesn't smell like fake apple to me. And I like the color of the wax. I won't add this one to my club just because I feel like Johnny Appleseed deserves that spot. And if I have to pick another apple scent, like honestly, I'm gonna pick this apple butter frosting, which is available all year round. So, but this is still available. They have like 4 different like illustrated packages of these, so you can get different like, you know, pictures if that's like important to you. I'm not like a Scentsy collector. I'm certainly a Scentsy hoarder, but I don't go like, oh my God, I need this package. Like the minute that this is empty, it goes in the recycling. So anyhow, okay. So I hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday. I let my hair air dry. And so sometimes it gets like pretty little waves, and then sometimes it's like just a big fluff ball. Today it's just a big fluff ball, so thanks for dealing with that. Thanks for spending the last 15 minutes with me. I hope you guys are enjoying your day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, y'all.